Alright, so what is up guys, this is Drakane here, welcome back, and today guys we are going to be taming up a Procoptodon. Yeah, everybody's favorite kangaroo, straight from Australia. Ancient form of kangaroo of course. So first things first, what they will take as a kibble will be rare mushrooms and plant species exceeds. But you need double the amount of plant species exceeds than you need the rare plant species, rare mushrooms. Gosh, I got mixed up. Alright, so for the rest of the stuff, the Procoptodon saddle is unlocked at level 23 and it's crafted in the smithy. For that you need 500 hide, 150 pelt, 200 fibers and 70 metal ingots. So it's kind of a cheap saddle. Now unfortunately I couldn't find any Procoptodons in the wild due to some reason. They are not spawning in actually, so oh crap. Now this guy's been damaged bad. Oh crap. Alright, so you can lift these guys with the Argent services in the mobile version. In PC version I don't think you can lift up one of these fellows with the RGs. The Dodo deck states that you cannot, so don't try that. And they can be ball-eyed as well in here, so I'm going to build a small trap for this guy. I've got the saddle here and I've got the trank arrows ready. I'm going to switch out for trank darts because this guy is banged up, so I have to switch to trank darts. Otherwise this guy will end up dying. So these guys are extremely fast, they are not aggressive, they are herbivores. And once we just knock this guy out, I'll just quickly show a small sneak peek at the places these guys do spawn in. Now I have found several spawning around the Griffin Mountain, Fast Peak, you name what you wanted. So I've seen them around Fast Peak, and I've also seen them in the Redwoods Mountain as well, though rarely. Here in this particular region also I have seen them sometimes, but again it's also kind of rare. Alright, so I'm going to put this in. There isn't enough space for this guy to get through. It won't seem so. Alright, even I can't get through, can I? So raptors and all those creatures will attack this guy, so you have to be careful of that. Dilophosauruses, and that's, I think a bunch of raptors must have attacked this fellow. And I'm penned in. If I can't get through, there's no way the Procoptodon is going to get through. Alright, so I'm just going to close that, and I'm going to use my RG to grab this guy up and then transfer it across. I think I'll also just go to base and just sleep as well because it's becoming night time. I should have definitely checked the time before recording. Alright, in you go. Are you in? Nope. I've had a lot of trouble getting these guys. So one of the things you can do is building a pen like this. You can essentially try to get this guy to run away from you towards the pen, or else if you have the Dodo arrows, you can try to just aggro this guy and throw it into the taming pen. That also works. Alright, so I'll just go inside with this guy and that will drop it off. Nope. Alright, there we go. So this guy is just penned in and it won't be able to get out, and it will be safe from raptors as well. So I will be back for you in a little jiffy, mate. Alright, we are back, and I've got the trank darts ready along with the rifle, and all I've got to do is just settle down right here and start tranking this guy out. Not tanking, I'm gonna set this fellow to neutral because there are raptors in the region. Alright, so how are you looking? Oh, I can wiggle my way through that. Nice. Alright, sit still, sit still. We are looking at 9k topper, which is a pretty standard amount for a Procoptodon. And alright, now first person view is going to be easy to start shooting, and as soon as I shoot this guy's gonna start fleeing. These guys do not have any headshot multipliers, so you can just shoot it anywhere you like. Alright, so this guy's knocked out, and I don't think this guy is going to need much of the resources, much of the food, because this guy was a revived creature, so revived creatures require only a tiny fraction of the amount of food that a usual creature eats. So I'm just gonna drop that in, and drop these in, and transfer these across. It's going to eat those ama berries as soon as it's woken up as well. Alright, I'm gonna just dunk out of there. And while it waits to eat, so these are the places that these guys tend to be found most often. Mostly in the mountain ranges, those are the best places you can go in search of them, especially in the fast peak and everything. The fast peak is extremely good for you to just search for these guys. The middle of the redwoods and around the beaches of the winter biome, that's also another place I've tended to find some of these guys, and those are the places you should actually just go and just take a quick look at. Sometimes you might find them. Alright, now I'm just going to wait this guy to eat the final little piece, and then we'll be laughing. Alright, there we go. Neutral and stop. And this is a female one, so that's good. So I can just come up to this guy and ride it immediately, but that's... Nope. Stupid raptors. Okay. So the day is saved. So everybody stop, please. Stop, just like that. Now Dilophosaurus, raptors, all those creatures are going to attack these poor fellows. And what are you eating? I think it's eating the berries and not the mushrooms. I hope it does not eat the mushrooms. Alright, so I mounted this guy, and this is the ridiculous look. So this is where I am right now. See, that is so freaking ridiculous. Yeah, and I'm going to dismount. That's because there is no saddle included there. Now if you check the Dodo Dex, it's going to say that these fellows are capable of holding on babies and everything, but baby dinosaurs, but it's not possible actually. It's a PC thing again, so it's not a mobile thing. Now these guys are ridiculously fast, and I will not actually, I can't recommend trying to just breed these guys up and creating a fully imprinted one. As good as it sounds, it's going to be ridiculous given these fellows' speed. They can outrun anything, and they deal a ridiculous knockback just like that. That's a massive knockback. That's the multi-tap. That's what the multi-tap is doing for me. It's going to be launching these guys back. Any creature, almost all creatures actually, and this is the normal walk when this guy is just walking around normally, and then I'm running now. So with the use of these fellows, you can just run around, hop. It's a giant hop, and these guys also similar to those horses, the equuses, seem to take no fall damage, just take a slight bit of fall damage and jumping straight off the mountain over there, the volcano. So if you jump straight over that, it's going to give you a little bit of fall damage. Now unfortunately these fellows seem to be completely unable to harvest the berries and anything, which is kind of troublesome and sad. So they cannot harvest berries or anything. They will get the thatch and rare mushrooms. They are rated at being good for gathering rare mushrooms as well, so you should check out that. The swamp trees which are in the swamp, those are the good things. They're called mangroves, I think. So the mangrove trees are really good for you to just collect the rare mushrooms. So all you have to do is just go up to those things and just collect them. So these fellows are really good for all terrains, especially the mountains. Just like this, you can go up quite nicely, and I've tended to find a lot of them in the near the surroundings of the Griffin Mountain. You can outrun almost all creatures, including gigas. So you can outrun gigas on these fellows, but all wild carnivores will aggro onto you when you're on one of these guys, except for the gigas. Again, they do not aggro onto you naturally, those gigas. They are good in that case. Alright, so I'm just going to wiggle my way onto the top of this mountain, and I'm going to jump just to prove that I'm not going to get any fall damage. You can use weapons off the back of these guys just like that. And another thing you can do is by going into... Oh crap, I'm under the map. That is scary. I've got to just get rid of this. Alright, now that's not something I want to be seeing. Alright, so what you can basically do is, these guys have a decent weight capacity, 1200, and they do not have any like weight reduction or anything. You can put helmets onto these fellows. So what you can just basically do is go into this mode, not that, this, and you can just have it stuck just by staying there. And if your Procoptodon is attacked while you're staying like this, it's going to start attacking while you're staying like this. So you also can attack out of this guy's back while staying in this way as well. Alright, I'm just going to jump off the edge now. Just like this. Alright, so these guys can jump across the canyons and everything, and having an imprinted one is good, and that was no fall damage at all. Having an imprinted one is good, but it's not necessary because these guys are naturally fast, too fast for you to control if you just imprint these fellows. So that will be mostly about it. There's nothing much more extra to just talk about these fellows, except that they're quite easy to tame but hard to catch up without a trap. If you just try to knock out these fellows without using any of the traps, it's going to be ridiculously difficult because these guys are really fast, too fast actually. Alright guys, so that'll be it about this then. That's the kibble, the abilities and everything. They can just kick stuff away and just yeet them across like that. They have a nice knockback. They can deal a nice chunk of damage. Let's see how much damage we've dealt to this. So about 100 for this guy. It will increase with the melee damage percentage. This guy does not have a lot of melee damage at the moment, but it can just kill if necessary, and it can hold its own against the saber-tooths and raptors because of the fact that you can just kick them across. When you just kick them across, they are knocked back so far away that they cannot fight back, and then you have to just go around just collecting tats just like that, as this is a very speedy mount. But these guys are better for like escape situations and the like, but remember that these guys tend to starve if you do not give them food. You have to have some kind of a berry collector nearby to give it berries. Oops, otherwise you are in for a bit of trouble. Alright, so is this the spot? Not, I think, but still this is also quite nice enough. Alright, so I don't think you can do it across this side, but from the other side of this valley like region, you can jump from the other side to this side completely from that region, but here you can't because it's too high this side. Alright guys, that'll be it about this then. I was just rambling along, spewing out useless stuff. Alright guys, so if you found this helpful, the taming process, not the silly things that I say, if you found this helpful, those things helpful, please just remember to go ahead and punch the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch us with the next ones then. Thanks for hanging out guys, thanks for being with me through this video. Alright.